What's going on, everyone? Chris Beans here with Bowler's Rant, bringing you one new update from Storm Bowling. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons and turn on those notifications. I do appreciate your support of the channel. Bowling's worst kept secret from Storm is finally out, and I'm super excited because we now have the Storm Ascent. Okay, this completes the trio of reactions and is probably going to be my favorite because I love symmetrical sanded solids. My three favorite things that can go into a quintessential bowling ball. Like, if I could only deal with one bowling ball, give me a symmetrical solid, let me play with the surface all day long, and Storm has absolutely delivered on this one. Okay, self appeal looks good, ball motion looks good, it all simply looks fantastic, and we're going to take a look at all the details right now. So over to the interwebs. Now, this ball, the Summit Ascent, is what we're looking at. Here's the test drive. The pour is looking pretty phenomenal, gotta tell you, and I'm liking this scent cream soda, okay? Because it's all about the details. If you're going to spend your hard-earned money, you want a product that not just looks nice, but rolls nice, and ideally smells nice and doesn't smell like gasoline from balls in Reynosa. Now, if you remember the original Summit, TX23 Hybrid, and it was sanded, okay? And the Summit Peak TX23 Pearl with reactive gloss. Now we have the Summit Ascent, which is 4000 grit R2S. This is giving me symmetrical code X vibes, and I love the Centripetal core. I absolutely love the Centripetal HD core. Here's a look at the flyer. Not too much here, but it is worth looking at in terms of just completeness of the story. But here are the details. R2S solid, right? Centripetal HD AI core. We got that AI technology, right? Amplified inertia is what that stands for. 4000 grit Abalone Aqua Smoke Shadow. I love this pour. One of my favorite pours I think I've ever seen. Contrast, just looks like an absolute boss. Fragrance cream soda, and the numbers at 15 pounds, 2.46 RG with an 0.56 differential, which is really no different than what we saw here on the original or on the Summit Peak. So everything, the story here is that everything is basically the same except for this cover. So what does that mean? Well, that means a couple things. If you're in a league condition, most people like to start with a symmetrical solid, some form of benchmark. Sometimes it can be kind of a weak solid, and sometimes it, something as low as, say, like a hustle or something like that. But it can also be stronger than that, and this fits in that category because you've got plenty of room to ball down in the lineup, and you've got plenty of room to ball up if you need something stronger, okay? So we did get a teaser from Storm. I'm only going to show just a snippet of one throw. The rest of this, you're going to have to go over to Storm Bowling Products on their YouTube page to watch the rest of it. But it does have a nice finish to the back, okay, just as a small teaser. We'll do that one more time. Here it comes. Boom, right? So this is going to be one of those reactions to me that really, when you look at this ball, you're going to see, hey, what's going on with the lane if I'm on leg, first ball out of the bag, and tell you what's going on. Does it read the pattern? Is it too strong? In houses with shorter oil, less volumes of oil, you could probably start with this and then migrate left and ball down depending on your skill set, what you can do with your hand, and what you can do with your speed and revolutions. And in some cases, if you're outside of your comfort zone, you're basically going to ball down to something like this, like a Summit Peak, where it's a little cleaner and probably sharper off the back as like a 1-2 combo. Or you could go with something weaker, that's in the lineup. Bottom line, this ball is looking pretty darn fantastic. Now, on shelf appeal, this is 100% like a 9.5 out of 10 if I'm using the Dave Portnoy scale of pizza. Really looks good. There's no undercarriage here, but if I was to call an undercarriage a thing, it would be the cover. And the cover just screams professional. It looks amazing. Everyone's going to know what this ball is when it's on the rack. Universal release date and details will be in the video description below. And if you want to learn more about this ball and where you can pick it up, I've got a link in the description where you can grab this on bowlersmart.com. A lot of great information there. So, what do you think about this? Don't take my word for it. So far, how does this look to you? What do you think this is going to do for you in your bag? And if you were to get one, what layout would you go with? Drop me a comment. Let me know. And as usual, let's continue the conversation. More updates are coming. And until then, bowl well.